I've always had it in the back of my mind he feels like an unhappy child.
Right.
He just seems really frustrated, angry.
Right.
And it's as if he doesn't know how to express himself, so that's how he gets it out. But once it starts, it just seems to escalate.
And nothing will stop it?
No.
What would the reason or the reasons for that be? Why do you have an unhappy child?
I just feel as though I'm going on at him all the time. I just feel as though I'm pick.
Why else do you think he's unhappy? Do you think there's something deeper rooted going on that we need to think about? Or is it just that you've never really understood how to manage him and so you've just got into a bit of a muddle?
I would say that. I mean, right from the word go, since he was born, he's like never slept. He's always cried. Ever since he was born, he just kept crying and crying, and it was all throughout the night. Do you want to wee-wee? Are you going to take him?
So, unhappy child, unhappy mum?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me a bit about that.
I've had a lot in the past year. Because my grandfather passed away, my mother passed away in the same year. I suffer postnatal depression with Kai, and I've suffered it as well with Tyler.
Right.
And that's why I've always been on my guard, because I know I'm not happy, and I'm always frightened that's rubbing off on Kai. I've just been so hit up, tense, angry, frustrated myself. And it's like, I just want to walk out the doors and not come back.
From your two boys?
Well, it's men, and not from Tyler. I must admit, Tyler's been an absolute angel compared to what Kai's been.
But you would walk away from Kai sometimes and not come back to him?
Yeah, but it would be absolute guilt, and I keep reminding myself he's only 2.5, Sarah, he's only 2.5, just think he's a child. I'm a failure.
You feel like a failure?
Yeah, I don't feel as though I'm a good mum.
Oh, sweetheart.
I really don't.
What a terrible thing to say.
It's hard. It really is hard. Because I see how Kai's been, and I'm thinking, well, that's my doing. So where have I gone wrong? What have I done? And
so you end up beating yourself up. And what's the tension, the atmosphere like in the house? Is it tense? Is it stressed? Is it unhappy? And so everything gets... He's coming back now, so should we... Oh. Did you go to the toilet?
In order for Sarah and Paul to continue talking with Tanya, the Fletcher family take care of Kai outside in the garden.
Did you do wee-wees?
Good boy. Good boy.
Well done.
It sounds to me like Kai is responsible for some bad stuff that's happened in your lives since his arrival.
Well, we split when he was 5 months old. And we didn't live together until he was 10 months old, and we got back together again.
And you split, just so that I'm clear, because of his behaviour?
It was myself. It was really getting on top of me, where because of how Kai was, he was crying all the time. He was clingy to me. He wouldn't go to Dad. I felt as though I was trying to hold the house, hold the family.
But you're exhausted, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're absolutely exhausted, kind of at the end. So for you, this week is what?
I think if he was to sleep better, I think he would be
But in your heart,
happier.
But what is this week for you in your heart in terms of if things don't change for you this week? I mean, how bad is it that you've come here?
How I see it, it's got to change.
And if it doesn't, what'll happen?
In my heart of hearts, I would never leave my family. I would never leave them. I couldn't, because the guilt would be too much. It's just that I get to that point where I just feel that door is my only escape.
So if we don't make things work for you all as a family and resolve some of these huge problems, there's a risk that you could one day just walk out the door and never come back.
I would just take off.
As Kai's still in the garden with the Fletchers, Paul comforts wife Sarah.
Come here. I can't believe I broke down.
Don't blimey, he was talking about personal things happening.
I said I wouldn't do it on the first day.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, I can't let Kai see me like this though, Paul. I can't. Because don't forget, this is all new to him.
Yeah,
and if he sees me like this,